What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we got some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news and leaks. And at this point, these videos are becoming daily because both leakers are just going at it with tons of great content. And I have to share it with you all. And of course, guys, I would really appreciate it if you like this content to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Starting off with our brand new leaks from Kaka. Kaka is the leaker who is the current game tester right now. And he's talking about the new Dolphin Pokemon, which is the very first Dolphin Pokemon coming to this series. So the Dolphin Pokemon mentioned before evolves into another Dolphin, but supposedly doesn't change much, which I think is pretty disappointing. The evolved forms also have two different forms, one of which looks like a superhero and stands on two legs. So this confirms two Dolphin Pokemon, the second one having a split form. Could potentially be a total of 3 Pokemon, depending how they actually do it. Because if it's like a male and female difference, then it's not going to be considered a different Pokemon, like male and female Indeedee. They could have different stats, but it is still the same species. However, it could be something more like a Gardevoir or Gallade situation, similar like this, where yeah, they're completely two different Pokemon with different types, but they do have the exact same base stat total. So I hope it is more like this, meaning we'll get actually 3 Dolphin Pokemon, which is pretty cool. And I'm sure the different forms are going to have different abilities and typings. And he said it was based off of a superhero. And Riddler actually posted out this image a while back. And this is essentially his hint at the Dolphin Pokemon. And look at it. It's a humanoid. His Yu-Gi-Oh card is very humanoid. Is very superhero-like. Very Kamen Rider-esque, if you know what that is, which is a Japanese superhero TV show series, which I think is pretty cool. I'm actually pretty excited. I'm not a big fan of the Dolphin necessarily going on his 2 legs, but if the other form is in the water still, then I think that's going to be fine. If it goes on the land, then maybe it loses its water typing, so maybe one is like pure water, or maybe it's water fighting or water psychic, and then the one on the land loses that water typing and is just maybe a pure fighting type or a fighting psychic or something like that. I can see water psychic being the typing of the Dolphin because Dolphins are incredibly smart, so that makes a lot of sense to me. But if it is on the land or it looks like this, you know, super buff and jacked and is bipedal, I can see water fighting, which would be cool. Water fighting is a great offensive typing. It does overlap with Quaxly's final evolution, but that hasn't stopped the Pokemon Company in the past, so we'll just have to wait and see. Another thing I want to bring up is, what if it's similar to a Scyther situation, where when it evolves, it doesn't, like, it changes form, of course, it looks a little bit different, but the base stat total doesn't change at all. So what if all 3 of the Dolphins are actually competitively viable? May not be the case in this because it is a little bit weird that, you know, the first Dolphin's going to evolve into the second and then you get 2 forms. So maybe that's a difference, but we'll have to see. It could be like Scyther or it could be like Gallade or Gardevoir. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think the typing of the new Dolphin Pokemon will be? I'm going to personally say Water Psychic and probably Water Fighting. And we also got some Elite Four leaks. So we know 2 of the types now. One is going to be a Dragon type Elite Four member and the other is going to be a Flying type Elite Four member. And it's funny enough, Riddler actually sort of talked about the Elite Four too. So Riddler did confirm that we saw all 4 of the Elite Four members in that previous trailer, and we sort of have an idea who they are, but there was no hard confirmation from him. But now we actually do have a confirmation about this guy. This guy is one of the Elite Four members, and funny enough, he was also standing in front of the entire student classroom with 3 other people who we already assumed who were the Elite Four with this guy. So that's 1 down, 3 more to go. We don't know what his type is yet, but we do know that he is an Elite Four member. I don't think he'll be Dragon, but more likely Flying. He does give me some Harry Potter Quidditch vibes. I can see this guy on a broomstick, so I think his just general outfit and vibe sort of gives me that. Funny enough, he also has Brock's face, so it's like Brock got some long hair, which is really funny too, and I'm sure someone's going to cosplay him at the end of the year. But yeah, so Dragon and Flying, pretty interesting. I'm glad to see Dragon is back as an Elite Four typing. Speaking about Dragon types, the SUSHI Dragon is a 1-stage Pokemon. So we learned about this in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, definitely check that out. So we know we're going to be getting a 1-stage SUSHI Dragon, which is awesome. Not a pseudo-legendary or anything like that. Really gives me the same vibes of Druddigon. If you don't know what Druddigon is, he is a single-stage Dragon-type Pokemon from Gen 5. Really cool Pokemon. Not OP or anything, but fun to use overall. And I do have a couple ideas about the SUSHI Dragon. So if each piece of the SUSHI Dragon is like sentient, like phalanx, well, It could be like that, just a dragon type version of Phalanx, or it's going to be a massive dragon serpent. And we sort of got an illustration of it where, you know, we got this big dragon, but it's literally just Sushi hanging out. I think that'll be a little bit weird, but it'll be pretty badass overall. A lot of good art on this from Istrata about the Dragon Sushi Pokemon. So I'm a big fan of this visual design. Doubt we're gonna get anything this cool from Game Freak, but I do like the Gyarados vibes from it. We also got some more leaks from the game test leaker here, but he's posting very blurry, very obscure images that really don't help us at all. But I do think it is worth mentioning that he is posting screenshots out here, and we can see 4 screenshots. He's saying a new Pokemon here, a new Pokemon here, not new here, not new here. And we can actually sort of guess what the not new ones are. So when we actually look at the screenshots here, this ends up being a Lucario, and this one actually I think very obviously is an Altaria right here, the tip of the Altaria's head right there. So that is confirmation. We already knew Swablu was in it, and same with Lucario. But then he posts some even more vague screenshots, and these are of the new Pokemon. This one is actually like something we can, you know, try to figure out, but it does look like a new Pokemon. Does not look like anything I've ever seen before. Looking at pink and purple though, makes me think of a psychic or a poison type. So, hey, there's a new psychic or poison type out there. It's very blurry, not sure what this is. Maybe this is a background. Maybe this is some sort of fleshy thing. No idea what this is. And the big reason for why these leaks are even more blurry and even more convoluted than before is because Game Freak is getting smart. They know these images are leaking out on the internet, and they don't want anyone to get more images, so they increase the watermarks across the screen. So that's why they have to get very focused pictures, or else a watermark will appear on the screen, and then they'll be able to know who is leaking it, because each game tester has a unique watermark. So that is why he's trying to give us some information, but unfortunately, the information he's giving us is not good, at least picture-wise. I hope he keeps on leaking at least information in general. I think that's going to be the most interesting stuff, and eventually we'll see images of everything once the game cartridge leaks on the internet at some point before release. Going back to a couple of little bit older leaks, Riddler Koo says that counting Evos and screenshots in the trailers, we currently have 26 new confirmed Pokemon and also 1 brand new form. So this is not counting any Pokemon that the Riddler or the game tester has leaked themselves, just official Pokemon that we can guess from all the trailers and screenshots we have seen so far. We actually have a really nice list that, of course, Spigorito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley are all going to evolve twice, so that's a total of 9 Pokemon right there. We know that Lechonk is going to have an evolution. Pawmi is confirmed to have 3 stages, as we saw in the Pokedex leak. Koraidon, Miraidon, of course, that's 2 easy ones. It was confirmed that Smoliv is having 2 more evolutions, so that's 3 Pokemon right there. Titan has a pre-evolution. Wooper has an evolution. However, the Wooper evolution is not a Quagsire. It is actually a brand new Pokemon. And Fido has an evolution. And then we saw the brand new engine Pokemon in the previous video that is going to have a pre-evolved form from what we saw in the current engine, which is actually going to be really exciting because this is going to be a poison and steel type, which is a phenomenal typing overall. So right now we're looking at actually 27. I don't think Riddler Koo was counting the Wooper evolution, but it was leaked that we are getting a Wooper evolution that is not a Quagsire, some sort of new Pokemon that is going to be a poison and ground type. Looking at this list though, we see 27 Pokemon, and the leakers have said we're going to be expecting about 120 to 140 new Pokemon. That may or may not include DLC mons in that number, but that's really insightful that what we have seen about 1/6, 1/7 of the Pokedex for brand new Pokemon. This is going to be a pretty massive gen, guys, which is why I cannot wait for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now for some actual official news, let's talk about pre-order bonuses for a sec. So we already know in Europe that if you pre-order dual pack, you're me getting the Steelbook case, which I think is really cool. North America doesn't have too much going on, but I think this one's really interesting from Japan. If you pre-order in Japan, you're me getting a Pokeball Rarity Pack, and as we can see, there's the 7 different Pokeballs that we're be getting. Not to say that these balls won't naturally be able to get in the game, but we do not know if we're able to get a Timer Ball, a Heal Ball, Dive Ball, Luxury Ball, Repeat Ball, Net Ball, or Dust Ball in the game at the start. But if you do pre-order, you'll be able to get these balls at the start. And it looks like each Pokemon coming from the balls will have a different animation. So that's really cool. Each ball is going to have their own animation, which I think is really sweet overall. If you're in the United States, the only pre-order bonus I know about is on the Pokemon Center right now. If you pre-order from the Pokemon Center, you get a special in-game floral print sports backpack to start off your game in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I think this is really lame, and I would actually say never pre-order off Pokemon Center for Pokemon games because you're not going to get your game day one. It's going to take you like an extra week. Trust me on this. Just don't do it. You're better off probably getting the game at GameStop and whatever pre-order bonus they have, or just getting the game day one digital and preload it so you can play right at midnight, in my personal opinion. Couple things before we end here, but it looks like you will be gaining EXP in battle like old Pokemon games. So not like Legends of Arceus where you just catch a Pokemon and the EXP happens while you're running around. It is going to have an animation for getting EXP. And also you'll be learning moves at the end of battle. It's not like when the battle ends, you just run around. It's like, oh, you get a notification your Pokemon can learn a new move. So they are putting in some of the older features back in. I also want to mention here that people had said Fuecoco does not have a gender. You know, I saw some not reputable people on Twitter talk about this, but Fuecoco does have a gender. You just have to notice here that Fuecoco also doesn't have his name here because it's currently in its level up screen, which means it is blocking out the current gender of the Pokemon and its name. So yes, starters will have genders, just to put that out there. Lastly, the reason why Koraidon is running on all fours instead of using its wheel is because the wheel on its chest has not evolved to become a motorcycle wheel yet. It is actually a flotation device sack on its body, but it cannot be used to actually roll around. This is why when Koraidon eventually evolves after millions and millions of years into Miraidon, then it can actually use its wheels because they are technically the exact same Pokemon. It's just one is super far in the past and one is super ahead in the future. So there you have it, guys. That is all the Pokemon news and leaks I have for you today. If you enjoyed this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time with more Pokemon action. Peace out and have a great one.